Yo guys, have you all seen the news yet? I mean the news. Apparently there's some rumors going around that Riot Games EU will launch a new format in 2026. Winter Split replaced by a kickoff tournament with all 10 LEC teams, a Lost Rotonus and a EMEA Masters Summer Champion. There's definitely some big question marks regarding this because... So what happens if an academy team all of a sudden wins EU Masters? Because in my opinion, it's conflict of interest if you have an academy team compete against in a league that's also with main team. That is just conflict of interest. The team that wins, let's say a team wins a EMEA Masters Summer Split. Well, there's a very low chance that they're going to have the same roster going into the next year, right? And most likely the team that wins the EMEA Masters, usually those players are then bought out for LEC or whatever, right? Like usually, like some of them. So there is some question marks regarding what is being done here, but ultimately people are frustrated because it kind of like devalues the LEC spots as a whole, and the fact that people or orgs had to spend millions of dollars to get into LEC. But if you don't do anything and you keep League the same, I don't think you're gonna get anything really. Like League is stagnant, man. Pro play is stagnant. I don't know. I feel like we need changes, but the idea of having ERL teams compete directly with LEC teams for Worlds qualification was also discussed but declined by LEC organizations, who argued it would devalue their guaranteed spots. Further integration can be expected in the future. Baus is coming to Worlds, you can't stop it. Run from it, chat from it, Destiny arrives. You do realize this new format is basically just get LR against LEC teams in official matches. Once LR disbands, the format will go away. It's smart from Riot considering how big LR, nothing more, nothing less. This format is not here to stay. I think that's unfair to say because things move quickly in LoL esports, right? Like if you go back 2 years ago, Lost Rotonus didn't even exist, right? You can't just say this is only for Lost Rotonus because you can't even tell me what is going to be happening in 12 months from now on. Things are changing at such a fast pace, faster than ever before, and it's going to keep going into that direction.
Bro, I can't wait. Let me tell you, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to expose the entire league.
Damn right, Baus.
I'm a professional player for the LEC. That don't mean shit.
Damn
That's
right.
just a fucking title. That's just a title, and all they're doing is hiding behind the paywall, and they're gonna get exposed. They're gonna get exposed.
Facts.
And no one will look at LEC the same way after I'm done with them.
I'm right, Messi of League, speaking up. Let's react to some off-season news. What is the off-season news that's happening in the LEC department? SK Gaming planning major roster shakeups across the board. In 2025, the organization has aligned in different players across all roles. SK Gaming are exploring their options across all 5 roles ahead of the 2026 LEC season. Okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure Sheep Esports can make this article for fucking every team. Like, does this even mean anything? Exploring options? Bro, you can make this about any team. Obviously, like, you won't hear it from G2 so far, right? Because they're qualified for Worlds or whatever, but... So they're keeping the same coach, and... Yeah, not really sure. What am I supposed to comment here, honestly? What am I supposed to comment here? This roster makes no sense. I mean, it's just so illogical. Like, all the players together are just completely random. There's no synergy. Just, like, randomly slapping 2 Koreans here for like, no reason. Think we won't get bottom place. They probably all hate each other. What is there to even say? Just like whoever made this roster in the first place should be fired. But hey, you can't fire somebody who's like high up in the position, right? In an org, you always need somebody to blame. Usually the blame goes to a coach or a player. That's why you replace them at the end of the year. Complete disaster. I don't get it. Is there anything else here? League of Legends. Team BDS is looking at support alternatives. Powers not ruled out. So Team BDS is looking at support alternatives, which is very interesting. This one is way more interesting than SK. It doesn't mean he's actually out of BDS. But what is funny about this to me is that Parus was, considered one of the like hypest rookies, right? And also G2 was considering him, right? And then BDS kinda contract jailed him, and then G2 took Labro. Okay. In any case, it's interesting because this player played now was super hyped up, played 1 year in LEC, and, you know, all the hype he had coming from ERL is gone. Nobody even thinks it's a name. I don't think people really think highly anymore or anything like that. So it just shows you the perspective of how you can be mega hype, but then you go 1 year into LEC and you land in the wrong spot and it's cooked. And I don't even think it's this guy's fault, you know? Like, BDS disaster anyway. I wouldn't point it at one single player. Why do you think mid as a role is heavily contested? Because it's ultimately just the most fun role in the game, I think, is why it's contested. Because it has the most unique laning phase together with top lane, and it's the center of the map. You feel like you're the king, you know? And it's also one of the harder roles. People want challenge, and also it has most amount of viable champions out of any role, right? You can practically play anything on mid lane. Long range mages, short range mages, assassins, bruisers, whatever. You can play anything. Even AD carries are from time to time literally mid laners, right? We had plenty of ADCs metas on mid where people locked in Zari mid lane and whatever else. I see. Only intellectual people will understand this tweet. I see what he did here. This tweet is an IQ test. Smart people will like the tweet. Dumb people will argue in the comment section how these two champions are fine for the game. Hey, what is this? Sources Sentinels are set to join the LCS. They're taking over the spot led by 100 thieves. Hey, that's fucking cool. Because they're a really big org in Valorant, right? Wait, Sentinels is a Northeastern edition. Initial under name Phoenix 1. Wait, really? I didn't know that. That's some lore. What the fuck? No wonders why they renamed to Sentinels when Phoenix 1 is just a garbage name. Why the fuck do you have 1 in your name? They played in the LCS from 2016 until the end of 2017. Before rebranding as Sentinels in 2018. Because of T1? But T1 is one letter and 1, you know? It's like different. The organization has been based in Los Angeles and is well known for its success in Valorant. Can we get to know how much they paid? Or is the spot free? It's free, right? It's a guest spot, right? Yeah, it's a guest spot, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how to pay 30 million or whatever. Well, I think that's good news. Sentinels looks like a good brand. I mean, you know, just brand-wise, it's probably a good idea. I've been watching a little bit of Valorant Champions right now, because it's like a major tournament there, right? Actually, I don't even know if it's Worlds or something. It's some major tournament, I think. It's pretty hype, not gonna lie. Like, it's pretty hype because, you know, it's a shooter game and it just has such many good moments, I guess. But, it's hype, but if you watch CS before, it's ass. Bro, I'm telling you, they need to fucking nerf spells in that game. It doesn't make sense why spells are so strong. They need to make it more about gunplay, like, I swear. The spells are just brain dead in that game. Bro, I see like these new agents that just ult and then you can't use like a gun, you need to go to a pistol or something. Like, come on. Is that really an agent in the fucking game? Did we really run out of ideas? We need to make an agent where you ult and you need to play with a pistol. Like, come on, man. Ew. Valorant fell off with their new maps. They're so ass.
Cheeky 010 Yasuo game.
Do you want to hear the most correct, based, factual take of Valorant? You guys want to hear it? Here it comes. Abyss is the worst map in Valorant. And I say that when Breeze is in the game. Riot Games somehow cooked up a worse map than Breeze, which is Abyss. It's actually crazy to me. How did they manage to actually do that? Every time there's Abyss, I don't even want to watch. I just close the stream. I don't want to watch that map. I refuse. It's such a bad map. It's just mind-blowing. Why is it bad? Because of mid. There's a couple of things that I just hate about Valorant, bro. I don't know. Tell me, chat, if you agree or not. Number 1 is like the amount of influence spells have compared to gunplay. Number 2 is some maps. Number 3 is wallbanging. I hate wallbanging in that game. I think it's so pathetic that you can just fucking go Odin and just wallbang everything. I think it's so dumb. Like, I can't get behind it. Disgusting lineups or wallbang every wall. Zero counterplay, completely brainless. I hate how there's like lineups on spikes and you can't even defuse the spike for like 20 seconds. Like, I don't know. I just think if those things weren't in the game would be like 5 times better. Sources, Vladi has ended discussions with other LEC teams as cases explore mid lane alternatives. Is anybody even surprised? I mean, bro, I could have told you this months ago. Come on. This is not a shocking discovery or anything like that. He's pretty much just cooked because he's the target. He's pretty much just in an impossible position. Regardless, even if he played the best, right, against Fnatic or whatever, even if he was the best player in that series or before that, it wouldn't have mattered. He is cooked. So yeah, he probably will have to move to another team, is what I'm thinking. And that's fine, that's life. That is life. I'm not sure who Case is gonna get, honestly. Not a lot of options on the market. My feeling is they're gonna get a Korean player. If they decide, of course, to replace Vladi. I think they're gonna get a Korean player. Some academy, whatever else, whatever you can get there, you know what I mean? I just don't think you have any options. Like, as much as people meme how Midlane is a Europe's role, it is just complete cap and fake. It is not.